everyone, welcome to the Hiperdist podcast. I'm with Mr. Chris Larbi.
How are you?
He's very well. He's very excited.
Exactly.
He has the nicest presentation now.
Thank you very much.
Very good. Chris, would you like to tell? No, you don't tell. Let me just give you something. Chris, he started his life as a working life in 2013. Can you start from there? From 2013. The day you started as a negotiation, letting negotiation. From Germany, from there to Cisco.
How did you know that I used to be a letting agent?
I know it's everything.
Okay.
I have done my homework.
you did your homework. I'm great. Because when you said 2013, I was like, I haven't been working for Cisco for that long. But yes, I was a letting agent in 2013 when I graduated from university. And what was interesting was that was what gave me my graft, because I was getting a really low salary, but I was working 6 days a week because Saturdays is when everyone's free, no one's working.
Yeah.
So that's when they can see properties. So Monday and Friday are not as busy as Saturday. So I was actually working 6 days a week, little money, but I was hungry to do something with myself. And I was really energetic about property because I grew up in Hackney. And that's how I started my career into sales.
Hard work pays off.
It always pays off. It always pays off.
How about Cisco? How you joined Cisco?
I joined Cisco on the 10th of December 2018. Not specifically, right?
Too precise there.
Yeah, very precise. Yes.
You're loving them?
And when?
You're loving there, loving at Cisco?
Absolutely. Do you know what? Not everybody gets a chance to have their dream job.
Yeah.
And I think I know Cisco Meraki is my dream job because I've always wanted to be working with Africa. I think there's ample amounts of opportunity there. And Cisco's given me the tools and resources that I need to help rebuild Africa. So I'm loving it. Absolutely, I'm excited, man. Really excited.
What's bringing you at GITEX?
What's brought me to GITEX? Can I say that as well?
Yeah.
See, some people call it GITEX, some people call it GITEX.
I think it's just depend on the pronunciation and like how they started with G.
Yeah.
So I feel like people from Kenya and Nigeria, they call it GITEX.
They do call it GITEX.
Yeah,
yes, they do.
But we call it GITEX.
Okay.
So, but how you call GITEX?
I'm gonna call it GITEX.
Yeah.
I think like it's a safe zone.
Safe zone.
Yes.
No offense.
I'm actually here I'm here to teach, but also to be a student. I said that's what's brought me here.
Oh.
Right. Although I had a presentation now speaking about how AI and how technology can help improve this industry and I think it can improve the world.
Oh.
I also want to learn and see how are my competitors discussing their devices to customers and picking up on the ways in which I can improve myself. I'm always about self-development and how I can learn. But I feel like today is to really just network, meet people, educate and learn. That's why I'm here.
I'm so aware of us. So like, I'll start with a question. Which question you want me to ask? Because like any specific, shall we talk about AI, distribution, Cisco Meraki, and your competition?
I stay ready, so I don't have to get ready. Wherever you want to ask me.
I believe like artificial intelligence is the best question to ask. What do you think, like how it's going to change the future?
So how do I think AI is going to change the future? I think it's twofold to that question. I'm going to start with the positives. I think it's going to allow us to do things and streamline all of the tedious tasks that we work on, whether it's carrying boxes and making sure that they're facing the right way. Labels on these packages in the manufacturer, for example, are the labels going to be there? Rather than having to manually do it.
Yeah.
Like, for example, our AI cameras can detect your label when it's readable, non-readable, has it been in the wrong place. I think AI is going to allow us to breathe a little bit. Right.
So logistic and supply.
It's going to allow us to breathe, and it's going to stop errors happening, right?
Yeah.
So people taking things to the wrong areas. I think it's going to allow us to work more smarter, and it's going to help us do our jobs. Now, the second fault for that is if we're not careful, we might replace a lot of jobs which have been happening already.
But the same thing, when you say about replace the job, but we're going to gain the job as well at the same time. We're going to get high-tech job. Although we need to be extra educated for that, but still, it's going to be a good paying job.
Yes.
So at this moment, I've seen if you be a prompt engineer, the person who can just give a prompt on ChatGPT, they are getting so much money.
Yes, they are. A lot of money.
But that's a backside. Like, not everything can be replaced. I mean, most of the things can be replaced by AI. The job which we want to lose.
I feel like the heart of a business can never be replaced with AI.
Yeah.
Right? It's always about your moral values, and that's not something that an AI can understand. The same way that you're talking actually gauge your emotions and everything else. But also, like you said, even if it does cut down on certain job aspects, it will increase jobs for people who want to be able to manufacture and be able to control and configure the AI solution that we deploy.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And
Absolutely.
at this moment, I'm recording with AI, so he knows who is Chris, he knows who is Jatin.
Oh, exactly. Imagine you didn't have AI. You have to have 3 people in the background.
Yeah.
You have the lovely Nicole, she's hiding in the back, but there would have been more people trying to make sure that it works.
Yeah, fair enough. So how do you think like AI going to transform our distributorship?
Sorry?
So AI going to transform our distribution?
Yes, I think it's gonna. I think AI is gonna come across distribution in a very specific way. I feel like there's gonna be products and portfolios that people can actually have and distribute into the market space. And when they distribute that into the market space, I reckon it's gonna happen at a very short time, and it's gonna grow exponentially as well. So, for example, when we had the big boom of internet, it wasn't like it was just one group of people. It kind of took over, right, and had a big bubble. I feel like this is what's going to happen with AI as well. I don't think now you can see it around, and people would see it as technology events and stands, but I reckon it's going to integrate with the rest of the world like that.
No. But don't you believe like African market, like where we do distribution, how African people gonna, not say African people, how Africa gonna adopt AI, and how fast like AI can come to all the countries over there?
Okay.
So, like, do you have any opinion on this? Like, how Cisco gonna implement all this product with AI in African market?
I have more than an opinion. I have a very stern focus on AI in Africa, and that's the reason why I started working in the African market. So before I was working in a couple of postcodes in the UK, and then I got promoted to cover 2 countries in Africa, and now I cover 16, right? And
Congratulations.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much,
I
sir.
like your hard work.
No sleep though. That's why you have to sacrifice something. Now, you sacrifice your friendships, you sacrifice working hard, or you sacrifice sleep. I chose sleep, hopefully for the next 2 years, and then I can then put someone else in my place who can then help grow it with it, right? But let's ask, how does Africa adopt AI? I think the first thing is a cultural shift and mindset shift. Africa has been behind the curve. They have the most resources in any continent known to man, but they're always behind in the curve of technology because they refuse to adopt and evolve, right? I know the natural human instinct is they don't like change, but in African mentality, but having African family and culture and understanding and going to Ghana every 3 months, we need to change the mindset and philosophy on how does technology actually aid us, right? People always look at technology. I understand technology, anything that you can use as a beautiful tool to build can be a weapon to destroy.
Yeah.
But our mindset needs to be like, we're going to be working on this new technology and it's going to help improve customer interactions, customer experience. It's going to help grow our business and revenue and scalability. And this mindset has to be, this technology, I don't want it to watch me. I don't want it to control me. I don't want it to see what I'm doing. That's not what technology is built for. Technology is here to help ease our tasks and make our life easier in the ample amounts of tasks that we have to do. And I feel like the political leaders that we have, as more people come up, the younger generation come up, I think the AI will be adopted a lot more because they're future forward and tech forward as well. So
that's really nice. It's like, I like the knowledge. Sharp, on point. So
I try.
You don't need to try. You have tried all the time. It's time to shine.
I see it. It's time to shine.
Now you're a diamond, proper diamond. Someone has polished you. So now you're a perfect diamond.
That's good. I was a diamond in the rough and now I've been polished.
Yeah,
I like
now
that.
you've been polished.
That's gonna be my new name.
Right. Very hard to have a podcast.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. So press back. So let's start with ethical and the practical consideration. So what ethical consideration no, that's not a question. I'm reading the wrong one. What's ethical consideration should company keep in their mind when implementing AI in their organization?
What ethical consideration should employees keep in mind when installing AI
In the organization.
in the organization? Is probably one of the best questions I've been asked this year.
I feel like it can be offensive. AI don't know how to call a person and which word he has to use. But in future development, maybe we can add some emotions as well.
Yes. I feel like if I'm going to deploy, this is what I would look like if I had an organization all by myself. If I'm going to deploy AI into my business, I need to ensure that it doesn't intrude in people's privacy.
Yeah.
That is what you need to focus on. People, we're in a world now where everything's public. Like they're gonna say that privacy is a new currency, right? I think in the next 10 years, everyone's private lives will be exposed to a certain degree. Whether you're on Instagram and everyone knows where you live and all that information is always being released. If you're gonna integrate AI into your organization, make sure it's to help improve your business without compromising the integrity and privacy of your staff. I think that is what AI needs to be considerate of when they integrate AI in their environment. Because I wouldn't want to have my mom working in an environment and then she doesn't have her privacy and then they have all this information on her that they don't need to have to see how they can control the employees rather than help and aid those employees to be better at what they do. I think that's the considerations they need to have.
That's right. I believe like if you search something on Google, Google is so clever.
Yes.
If advertisement is so smart, it'll make sure on the next platform you're gonna see that thing.
You can see that thing, yes.
They will try to convince you in each and everything. But this is a privacy breach. Like, how come? Okay, we search something, but in the end, like we accept the cookies and everything, and we already accept the terms and conditions which we don't even know.
Exactly. Exactly that.
That can be manipulating, but it's fine. So let's talk about GITEX Africa and the broader impact. So how is the GITEX Africa contributing to the advancement and the awareness of AI in the distribution industry? It's a tricky question for me to ask because I don't even know the answer. So
let me hear your side. What do you think?
that's what I'm asking. I don't even know the answer of this. I don't know what to say. So I'm gonna make a note. The answer you're gonna give, I'm gonna make a note. I'm gonna write it down. Then I can phone in my company. Yeah, boy, come here.
You know what? Was it Picasso that said, "Good artists copy, great artists steal"?
Yeah.
So you're gonna be a great interviewer if you steal this answer. So I would say how GITEX, depending on where you are in the world, how it's helping advancement of technology and AI is introducing you to new sectors and new verticals that you didn't even realize was possible, right? I was walking around the stand and someone was talking about the cameras that we have and their software that can integrate with our cameras. And I said, okay, so what close integrations can we do? He said that he can do things like he can see the fire on a light. So if someone's light a light on, they'll be able to detect that. But they'll also be able to detect things like a zoo that I'm working with at the moment in Africa. They're trying to get cameras in there. The camera will detect this is a cheetah, the cheetah's sleeping, the cheetah's hungry, the cheetah's. And that's great because I would never have known that there's other softwares or other partners that can do that integration with our devices. I have maybe about 5 or 4, but there's at least 10 that are here that work with Cisco Meraki. When I've been walking around, they're like, oh, I know you're Chris Larbi. I actually saw Cisco Meraki and our software integrates. So what it's bringing is like a family-like environment for technology. And it's also allowing partners to sell better products. So when you come to an environment like Cisco Meraki and you see other vendors that are here, you can sell those, but then you can also say, here's an add-on that makes this vendor an even better solution. And this is what GITEX is doing for us, and it's an amazing thing. I'm really loving the buzz, the energy, and I'm so excited to be here. My first time, and it's been
like this. You say so many people know you. You go everywhere, and they came to you and they ask you, "You're the Cisco Meraki guy."
Yes.
How you handle this fame?
Do you know what I think? I think it's the braces. I think that's why.
The personality.
It's my personality. When they see me, they're like, I don't know many people who wear braces and ties that match. So they probably see that and you say, okay. And I've been on a few shows and stuff. So yeah.
It's just hard. It's hard to maintain.
It's too hard. That's true. Yeah. Do you know what I want to be? I've actually given myself. I want to be the head of technology. For Africa. For president.
Government.
Government. I want the government to say they trust Chris Larbi to look after their IT infrastructure. Yeah. And I want to start in Ghana. Yes. Party, mate. It's party time. GITEX Africa 2024.
Man. So let's close this. Okay, we have a different question in the closing in one sentence, but in the prediction of next one. We have already given this answer. So what are the prediction for the next 5 to 10 years regarding technology impact on Africa? What do you think, like this? I'm going to ask you, okay, what do you think is going to change? What is going to happen in after 5 to 10 years? as per the technology, which includes the Air Force in Africa?
Do you know what? I'm excited. I'm excited because I don't know the answer to that question.
Um,
I know there's something big is going to be in Africa. I have a really beautiful vision of Africa just being one, and the integration and everything that's happening just seamless. Like when I check into the hotel, maybe you touch your finger and you just, here's all your details and everything else, and we can just go about our business. Everything's automated for us, not making us lazy, but automated all the tedious tasks. And I really feel like Africa is going to be the champion and leader for technology.
of course,
I think they're going to be ahead of America. They're going to be ahead of the United Kingdom. They're going to be ahead of every other continent, all the other 6 continents. Africa's going to be ahead of those, and we're going to be the leader of technology.
Yeah, you know,
As long as I'm alive, I'm going to make it
your
happen.
joints with your roots. That's nice.
Thank you,
Stay
brother.
with your roots. So let's close this
Yeah,
podcast
pause it
tonight.
already?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
We can cut it.
Okay,
Yeah.
makes sense.
So what's your really answer? I've asked you again, but it's fine. What's your really answer? Like, what do you think? Where's Africa gonna be after 5-10 minutes? Not minutes, 5 and 10
Africa
years.
has to, we have to be ahead of the curve, right? There's no way that in Africa, with all the resources that we have, we're not going to be ahead of technology. We have to win, and I make sure that as long as I'm alive, I'm going to be happy.
Having such a wonderful podcast and giving us such a positive answers. Do you want to say something on your closing statement?
I would say,
Because I say closing statement because I want to see you as a president in Africa after, not even after 10 years, after next, as soon as possible.
That's ASAP.
So that you can call me, come to Ghana.
yep.
This is my private elephant. He will take you around.
Yes, I will say a closing comment is, it's possible, and each one teach one. Thank you.
Let's have a photo.